In this video, we will learn about the connective tissue, which is a binding tissue. As the name says, it connects one tissue to another. So basically present between two different tissues, either between epithelial and muscular, epithelium and nervous, and so on. So they mainly provide rigidity, support, and protection. They are also known as packaging tissue because they are the most abundant tissue and found between two tissues. The characteristic feature includes they have few cells, but they have large intercellular spaces and more matrix. They have large amount of ground substance known as the matrix, and matrix composition differs from one type of connective tissue to another. So it has fibers known as white collagen fibers and yellow elastin fibers. Now types of connective tissue can be three main types. One is the connective tissue proper, which includes four different types of tissues: areolar, adipose, ligament, and tendon. Second is the skeletal tissue, which includes cartilage and bone. Third is fluid connective tissue, also known as vascular tissue, which includes blood and lymph. In this video, we will mainly concentrate on the connective tissue proper. So first type of connective tissue proper is areolar tissue. So why is it known as connective tissue proper? Because it has soft, gelatinous and a less rigid matrix, and it helps to hold various tissues in place. So areolar tissue is the most widely distributed connective tissue, and there are four types of cells and two types of fibers in it. So the cells includes the large star-shaped fibroblasts, also known as fibrocytes. These are the ones which produce the fibers that we talk about, that is white and yellow fibers. Second is the amoeboid histiocytes, or we can call it as wandering macrophages or phagocytes. So they keep on moving. So if they find any foreign materials or pathogen, they quickly engulf it and keep our body safe. Then we have irregular mast cells that secrete a secretion known as heparin as well as the main matrix. Fourth one is the lymphoid cells, which are very scarce and they are distributed throughout the tissue. Now we saw two types of fibers, that is the inelastic white collagen fibers, which are tough in nature, and elastic yellow elastin fibers. So if we see the location, areolar tissue is found just below the skin in the kidney and testis and surrounds the muscle bundles and blood vessels, etc. The function of areolar tissue, as we know, it is a binding tissue, binds various tissues together into an organ, helps in repair of body tissues after the injury. It has histiocytes, amoebocytes, which protects against the infection. So it acts as a primary defense mechanism by engulfing foreign substances such as bacteria, fungus, spores, so on. Mast cells, which produce the secretions, act as a allergic reaction center, so it helps in triggering the allergic reactions. Second type of tissue is adipose tissue. Adipose is the fat tissue, so it stores fat and cells become large and oval due to storage of fat globules. So the cells are known as adipocytes or fat cells. Location is just below the skin, around the heart, brain, below the eyeballs, and around some other organs where the cushioning is mainly needed. So primary function is storage of the reserve food in the form of fat globules, but it also acts as a heat insulator. It provides shape to the body contour and also acts as shock absorber around the vital organs such as heart, brain, kidney, eyeballs, so on. Next tissue is the yellow fibrous connective tissue. This is the ligament, and its matrix mainly contains the elastic fibers or yellow fibers, and it keeps the joints more flexible. So here we can see between two bones we have the ligament. So location mainly is sheets of these tissues are forming the covering of the blood vessels and bronchioles, and main bundles of ligaments are attached to bone and to other bone forming the joints. So this is the ligament. Now second tissue is the tendons, which is again important in the joints, which are made up of white fibrous connective material or fibers. So these are stronger as well as resistant to pull. So they are less elastic compared to ligament, and they are found covering the bones, cartilage, and forms periosteum and perichondrium, that is the outermost covering of bone and cartilage respectively. So here we can see matrix is more and cells are very less. So main cell will be fibroblast, which secretes the white fibers. It forms the dura mater, or the outermost layer covering of the brain and spinal cord, which is a tough matter, and it forms the tendon at the end of skeletal muscle, which helps in attaching it to muscle to a bone. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.